where it's, at least Harmonix is still going strong with Rock Band.
Right.
They still have downloadable content coming out. I know Rock Band 3 just got reduced in price, so if you're a fan of the music genre and you haven't picked that up yet, now's a good time to do so.
Right.
They have Fleetwood Mac coming out this week.
So what are people going to do with all those peripherals that they bought? The guitars and the drums and all that other stuff?
Well, for the Guitar Hero stuff, there's going to be some DLC still coming out, but it's going to be very sporadic at best.
Right.
But the stuff will work with Rock Band, so if you want to switch over and you can do all that, or there's always yard sales, flea markets.
That's just it. They're going to come out with a brand new game called Garage Sale Hero.
Yeah, exactly.
How much can you buy this stuff for?
Yep.
Let's see, a couple other things. There are a couple of new notable games that have come out recently. Bulletstorm, Homefront. If you've ever seen the Red Dawn movie from the 80s, Homefront is really, really cool. It basically tells about how we've been occupied by North Korea, and so and China, we need to fight our way out.
North Korea, they can't even provide electricity for their own people. How the hell are they going to invade the United States? All right.
The Gears of War 3 beta should either be going on as we speak or it'll be done, but that is going to have a release date of 9/20/2011, so September of this year. That's going to be Microsoft's big title.
Right.
But probably the biggest news for gaming after all of that stuff is this. Would you like to know what this is?
It's a silver case.
It's a silver case.
We don't care. All right.
If somebody could get me a close-up of this.
Here we go.
This is the Nintendo 3DS.
Ta-da!
And it is an incredible machine. To be able to actually do 3D content without glasses. And I was skeptical at first. I haven't had a chance to see one. Yeah, you got to kind of look at it straight on.
Okay.
But to be able to do 3D without having glasses is just incredible.
Right.
The system itself probably has the power of Nintendo 64 because one of the games coming out is a Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake.
Oh, all right.
But the initial impressions are really good, and even though the system's a little bit expensive, anybody who's like a Nintendo fan or anything like that should do well to check it out.
Right. Cool.
And that's all I have.
Sounds good. Awesome stuff. All right, now let's move on to the wonderful world of television in a segment we like to call Toob News. Anyways, okay, here we go. May 2011. Smallville will air its final episode on Friday, May 13th. Last episode. After 10 seasons, we still don't know if we'll see Clark fly, but producers have promised a very satisfying ending to the series.
Yeah. He's going to die.
A happy ending?
A happy ending.
But
they all get ice cream. Okay.
There'll be some episodes leading up to that.
Yes, there will be.
In fact, last night they showed the first episode again, and I was like,
why? Because they just want to stretch it out until May, until this month. Marvel Anime is coming to G4 TV.
Yes.
Two of Marvel's most heavily anticipated anime series, Iron Man and Wolverine, will be voiced by two heroes you'll recognize, Adrian Pasdar and Milo Ventimiglia, say that 5 times fast, who played brothers Nathan and Peter Petrelli on the NBC series Heroes, will be playing the title role in the two series. These shows have already aired in Japan. Pasdar will lend his voice to the character of Tony Stark in Iron Man, an all-new series which sees Stark travel to Japan and battle the evil Zodiac organization. And Ventimiglia takes on the title role in Wolverine as Logan claws his way through Japan's criminal underworld. As the exclusive U.S. TV home for the series, G4 will air Iron Man and Wolverine along with the Blade and X-Men anime series. And Iron Man and Wolverine will be playing together. That all starts in July.
Cool.
So if you're a big fan of that, if you've been wondering why it was over this Japanese anime was playing in Japan, they finally get it over to the U.S.
Yeah. I called that, didn't I? I said that they're going to make these Marvel animes.
Yep.
And they're going to be coming here eventually.
Yep, and they just dubbed them in English, which is cool. Alphas is a new Sci-Fi Channel series premiering this summer, co-created by Zach Penn, who has written X-Men Last Stand, Fantastic Four, and Elektra. Now, out of those movies, I like Fantastic Four. Elektra, no. Last Stand was all right. The story is about 4 alphas, or human beings, with enhanced abilities due to differences in their brain structure. One man has the ability to process information that rivals most computers. Another is a former FBI agent who can amp up his fight or flight reflex, giving him extraordinary strength for a limited amount of time. The third alpha is a woman who can reprogram other people's minds to do as she bids. Isn't that most women, though? Okay. And the fourth is a woman who is an Orthodox Jew and can shatter glass with but a whisper, which means she won't be going to Pottery Barn anytime soon.
What does that got to do with her being an Orthodox Jew?
I don't know. Like, that's just how they describe the character.
So, I get it. She guilt trips the glass into shattering.
I guess. I don't know.
But I don't
know.
It
Maybe
smashed,
she can't do anything on Saturdays. I don't know. And of course, they're all being hunted by the NSA. And that's going to take place sometime over the summer.
Well, they've got no chance of being caught because the NSA can't find Osama bin Laden.
They can't find their left hand for their right, so what the heck. Okay, Fox has renewed Fringe for a full 4th season.
Yay.
Isn't that awesome?
That
means it will probably reach the magical 100 episodes mark, making it eligible to be syndicated.
Absolutely. That's awesome.
Fringe gets a 4th season, full season. Cha-ching. Which is pretty cool.
Considering it's on Friday nights, that's even more impressive.
They were worried about that, but I guess people are still watching.
Yeah.
They're still watching it.
DVR.
Yep. There's a new series on TNT that premieres as we tape next month in June. It's called Falling Skies.
That looks good.
I don't know if you've seen this. Yeah, this looks good.
Yes.
It stars Noah Whatley, who used to be on ER, and Moon Bloodgood, who was in Terminator Salvation. She was the only thing good about Terminator Salvation. And produced by Steven Spielberg, it's a new series about a former college professor, played by Wiley, who becomes the leader of a group of soldiers and civilians struggling against an occupying alien force. And the aliens look pretty good, too. Moon Bloodgood co-stars as Anne Glass, a therapist who works with the surviving children to help them cope with a traumatic situation. So a little something extra that TNT is throwing in for us. It looks good. This one is for Brian in the booth. Katie Sackhoff is voicing a character on next season's Clone Wars. She's going to have a recurring character. We don't know who it is yet, whether it's for, good or evil or whatever, but she'll be coming back as a recurring voice character on Clone Wars. So
any news on the Battlestar Galactica prequel series?
No. I've looked for it. I haven't heard anything about the prequel series.
They do have an online video game now.
They did. It looks like they're not quite sure what they're going to do with that Adama series. They've got some of it in the can, but they're not sure if it's popular enough to release. Maybe they'll have like a direct-to-DVD thing.
Adama series? What do you mean?
The Adama series. There's
Caprica?
Caprica. No, not Caprica. There's a new series based on the exploits of Adama when he was a fighter pilot.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So they're not, that's kind of up in the air. I don't even want to bother. No, thank you. I didn't even watch Caprica. And they still canceled it. And then finally, last but not least, Eureka and Warehouse 13, 2 of my favorite shows, will be returning for a summer run on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Maybe your curse is over.
Maybe I think it is. That was over a long time ago.
No, it wasn't.
All right, it's not, but we won't say anything. And that's all I have this month for Toob News. Let's move on to the wonderful world of anime with James and something we like to call Anime Daisuki.
All right, it's Anime Daisuki time. First off, a little sad news. The author of Howl's Moving Castle, Diana Wynne Jones, passed away at the age of 76 after a fight with cancer.
Oh, wow.
But Howl's Moving Castle was made into an anime by Ghibli Studios. And she's written a bunch of other young adult fantasy novels and things like that that are all very good. Recently, Orson Scott Card had written an article for a newspaper in North Carolina where he actually talked about Cowboy Bebop and how much he's enjoyed it, and that he considers it better than all but a handful of science fiction films. the Cowboy Bebop series.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. He wrote the Ender's Game and the whole Ender's series. He got into anime through his daughter, who I guess likes anime, and so he didn't really delve into it at first, but now he's a fan. Let's see, The Magic Treehouse is now going to be an anime. Mary Pope Osborne's books about Jack and Annie, who travel around to different times and places in a mysterious, some kind of magical treehouse. I used to read these stories to my kids.
Yeah, my daughter.
Sarah has a bunch of the books.
Yeah.
They're actually really good.
Yeah, and in fact, her books have been published in 33 countries.
Wow.
And in Japan alone, 3.3 million copies or editions of her books.
I was always interested in the Magic Crack House.
It's too bad the series ended when they entered the La Brea tar pits.
It's the Magic Meth Lab after that. So.
Boy, are we ruining this series or what?
These are kids' books. Kids' books. Anyway, it'll be an anime now, coming out next year in